I'm Lauren of All Trades, and today I'm doing a cabin tour.
This could be ours, Mom.
No. Could be.
So that was balcony cabin 12210. We generally liked this location and the balcony a lot. I did feel like the ceilings and or floors are really thin because we heard a lot of noise from the cabin above us. We heard their balcony opening and closing. When they moved the balcony furniture around, we could hear that scraping. And we heard what sounded like basketball bouncing through the floor. It was a lot. I don't remember that experience last time we were on this ship, but there might have just not been someone above us or they were just quiet. Last time we were in an interior cabin, so it could have just been a totally different experience for a lot of reasons. But do be aware that it could potentially be a little noisy depending on who your neighbors are. We didn't hear anything through the floor, but you know, our ceiling is their floor. And so that's why I said ceiling and or floor. I was also surprised that the balcony cabins do not have any additional storage for clothes and belongings than interior cabins have. The only difference is that the cabin is bigger, there is a couch, there's a big desk, and of course there's the balcony, but it was surprising to me how little storage there was for clothes, and I was really glad that I didn't pack a lot knowing that I wasn't flying for this one. We drove for this one. So definitely pack as light as you can for an MSC cruise unless you're in a suite. As it's just the one closet and no other drawers. There's a desk drawer, but that's for like papers, maybe a laptop, phones, that kind of thing. I really like the bathroom and how it's laid out relative to bathrooms on other cruise lines. I like it a little bit better, but it is small, of course, and it actually has a decent amount of storage. The little shelves that's actually respectable as far as bathroom storage. I really liked the location as far as being really close to the elevators. That's something that I like. I didn't hear any excess noise because of that. If you don't like being near the elevators, then you probably wouldn't want this cabin, but I personally like it. I also felt that it was nice and convenient to the buffet, to the pool deck. I don't know what the names of the decks are. Deck 15, where the buffet and the pools are. It was only 3 floors, so we were able to walk it every time. And it was only if we were going, coming up from like deck 5 that we would take the elevator. So it was very walkable for us, more so than some other ships. And I like being in the middle of the ship because there is no aft elevator or stairs. If you look at the deck plan, it looks like there is, but that is crew only. And it's not just like there's a sign that gets behind a door, and if you go in there, it's like super creepy. I may have done this on my last cruise because we were in the back of the ship. There is no aft elevator or stairs. So even if that's somewhere that you usually prefer to book, we do, I don't recommend it. Book as far forwards. If you like being in the back, go as close to the middle of the ship as you can because there's just no way to get around. It's very annoying to get around. An important thing to note is that we actually booked a guarantee type cabin. I don't know if MSC has a special name for it. Like most of the cruise lines call it guarantee. Oh, Bella Experience is what MSC calls it. Other cruise lines call it a guarantee cabin. NCL calls it a sail away rate. So we booked a Bella actually interior rate and were placed in this cabin, this balcony cabin, which is one of the Aurea balconies. So because we booked the Bella experience, we got 0 of the Aurea experience amenities or benefits. They even took the robes out of the cabin because we were not Aurea experience. We didn't book that rate, which was not a big deal. But I wanted to let you know that if you are in my position and you booked a Bella experience and were put in an Aurea cabin, that you know will not get any of those benefits. Also to that, I cannot comment on the Aurea experience. I can only comment on the cabin itself. I think that covers everything. The bed was pretty comfortable. It was pretty firm, but not too firm. I prefer a softer bed. Husband prefers a firmer bed, and we're both pretty comfortable on it. So I think all the mattresses are on the newer side on this ship. And while there were some things that we generally didn't like about being on MSC, the cabin was fine and we liked it. That's it for me and cabin 12210 on the Meraviglia.
Side effects include allergic reactions or rash, liver problems, and depression. If these occur, get medical help right away. The most common side effect is injection site reaction. You bring your